Okay, guys, hello everyone. I would like for us to talk about a serious matter here, a matter that I know everyone has sort of experienced in their own lives because we grow up, we fall in love, and then we break up, and then we fall in love again, and then we break up. So today I will come, as I'm here, as I've come, I will try and cover as much thoughts of mine as I can, guys, and then it's really up to you to in the comment section to comment tell me what your thoughts are. If you're going through a breakup, what's really happening and where are you, what stage are you at, if you've recovered, how long did it take you, all those things. So guys, you may have noticed that I do have all the videos that I had posted on my YouTube channel, but it's been a while, so I'm back now and I'll be posting most of the videos that I've been doing just in rehearsal. And hopefully I will be consistent this time. That has been my issue, guys. I'm not so consistent, so I'm hoping that this time I will be consistent. So why do we break up? Maybe the first question you should ask yourself there is, why were you in a relationship to begin with? What were you looking for? And are you now breaking up because you are no longer finding what you're looking for? So there could be many reasons influencing that decision. One doesn't just come to this decision to say, now I'm breaking up with this person. And guys, there are people who've been in relationships for 10 years, who've invested their life, their money, everything. But when it comes to that, for me, it's so puzzling. But now we break up for different reasons, and of which it's okay if you need to jump out of a relationship that no longer serves your needs, because you must be there for your needs to be served. But if they are not served, then there's no need for you to be in that kind of relationship. Because at the end of the day, we are there to grow each other and not to hurt each other. One of the things I noticed about toxic relationship, I'm gonna jump straight into that toxic relationships, because they are the ones actually which most people seem to be experiencing that. You are with a person, you do see that they're toxic, but for some reason you are sort of not able to jump out. It's as though you are hooked. you know After seeing all these signs, with other people they stay even after they've been cheated on. And I'm not saying you should leave because you are cheated on. It's entirely up to you. You know what's best for you. But when it comes to toxicity, that is something you should not stay for. But now, what happens in a case where you are now hooked? You are seeing all these signs. This is what happened to me, because I was at some point in a toxic relationship. What helped me the most is interventions, being able to talk about what was actually happening in my relationship. Telling my friends the real truth as opposed to what the partner was projecting. I spoke all the time. So for me, it was a matter of interventions. It was a matter of every time I spoke to a friend of mine, they would give me a different perspective. They would give me an idea as to how to go about this entire thing, seeing that I was hooked and red flags were there and things were sort of getting worse and worse by day. Things got to a point where, because this is what happens when you're in a toxic relationship, you lose yourself, you lose your dreams, you forget, you no longer focus on what's important to you, which was now the case to me. And people that love you, guys, you need to go to people that love you. Those, friends, will give you the truth about what they are seeing, in terms of you and your partner. They will tell you, So that for me worked. I needed to speak. I needed to tell my friends to say, these are the reflex I am experiencing. And eventually I was able to jump out, but now the breakup season, when you've decided I'm jumping out, now you've jumped out. So one of the most loneliest times, to a point that other people actually go back to that toxic relationship because it's such a lonely time of their life. But now what I did discover is, when you are lonely, that is the time when you are lonely and when you are alone, that is the time to actually do the introspection work, do the reflective work, and just really look into your own life, because breakup allows you to do shadow work. Check, why were you or why were you at first with someone that was toxic, because that also points to something else that is toxic about you, or you do have some level of toxicity within you, hence you attracted or you fell in love with someone that was toxic, on as much as they presented something else with you. So it goes a long way. And those are things that actually happen when you are at your lowest, when you are lonely, when you are alone. And I really, guys, stand up for, we need to reflect. We can't forget ourselves, so we can't get caught up in trying to please the next person. That is what happens when you are in this toxic relationship. Your life evolves around what they want, what they think, what's important to them. So when you're going through a breakup season, doing the shadow work, you get to discover actually who you are. You get to find yourself again. You get to know who you are. Who were you before you met this guy or this girl? Who were you? What was your life looking like? What were your dreams looking like? So you take that time to re-establish yourself. You take that time to remind yourself of who you truly are on the inside, outside of the person that you are involved in. So basically, it is an opportunity for that. And then also to also point you, that time will also point you to your own toxicity. If you are wounded, if you are hurt, if there's trauma, you will realize it, then you know what to work on. So basically, all in all, we are in relationships with people so that they can show us areas that we need to work on. So they leave because it is now time for us to do the work. They've shown us who we are. They've shown us what we don't like. They've shown us flames. We even go as far as saying, "Ungibonisa my flames." But now they've shown us areas probably we may have forgotten about, which sometimes we may have suppressed because of being conditioned. There's that thing being taught in Makai. There are certain things that they teach us because it's part of life. It's how things have always been done. But now once you go into doing shadow work in that season of your breakup, you get to discover things that are not really important, that did not really work for you in your previous relationship. Hence, you left. So it is actually a very important time. For me, I feel like it's more important than the time when you are with your partner. Okay, and I'm not saying this, guys, I'm not trying to be insensitive here. I've been, through a breakup, and I was at some point not sure what was happening in my life. So I sympathize with you if you're going through that, but at the same time, I am happy for you. Okay, it is your time. So it is actually your time to become a better person. But now, recovery, guys, give yourself time to recover. Having done or having said all that, give yourself time to recover from the pain because it hurts. It hurts, it hurts. So give yourself time. Don't try to jump into another relationship so you can feel better. Okay? Because also, wanting to quickly move into another relationship, it speaks to something else about you. It speaks to you can't be on your own. It speaks to you can't be self-reliant. It speaks to you can't be independent. So you constantly need someone to validate that. Maybe if your previous partner used to tell you every day that you are good looking, I love you, this and that. So the moment one wants to do that, it is a sign that you need to work on, actually, basically. So there's a lot, guys, that you learn when you go through a breakup. So it is a beautiful time for you. It is a pruning time. It is a sharpening time. It is a time when you re-establish and rediscover who you are. So that is my take, guys, and my thought. So if you're going through a breakup, ask if everything is going to be all right by this your time. There's something else that I want to say before I bounce. Yeah, but all in all, look out for red flags, guys. Look out for red flags. They're always there. People don't just change overnight. People that don't just turn and become monsters overnight. These signs are always there. These signs are always there at the beginning of things, at the beginning of a relationship, but now we ignore them. And which is a beautiful thing, to always see the best in other people. But now, also think about yourself, guys. Never forget yourself. Even if you're in a relationship, I do encourage you, do not put yourself behind. You always come first. Your needs are important and your feelings are important. Never allow someone to make you feel like you shouldn't be feeling this, you shouldn't be wanting this, you shouldn't be desiring this. This is you. You are important, and you are here on earth, and they're also there to fulfill your needs. So it has to be 50-50. We meet each other halfway, then we go far. Otherwise, do enjoy the rest of your day. I'm live from my kitchen, guys. Do like, share, and subscribe.